Hi guys, welcome to another episode of 22 Podcast. And in this episode, I want to brief you about what happened yesterday in England, most especially. Yesterday, a lot of big teams went head to head. At Goodison Park, we saw that Liverpool struggled. Their struggles continue to me. That's the conclusion I came with after the match, that they've not even gone past their problems. They are still finding themselves wanting hard to score. That's been their biggest flaws this season, regardless of putting 9 behind Bournemouth. They have been finding it hard to score, finding it hard to win games. Most times they come from behind, they're always conceding first, but thank God for their kind of keeper they have, and their defense was a little bit tighter today, so they didn't have to concede goals. But Everton were threatening throughout most of the time. When almost all Everton attack in the second half, almost everything was looking like, oh, they are going to score. Gordon had a good game. The youngster from Everton, he had a good game, and Everton was pretty tight at the back too, because there is actually pressure on them this season. Lampard has to produce, he has to go away from the relegation zone, and I think if he continue playing like this fearlessly, I think he might just get there. But we want to focus on Liverpool. I feel like that money gap has not been closed yet, regardless of the astonishing skills list Diaz have. It has not been closed yet. We have seen that they've struggled, but yes, they've sold money and they have to put it behind them. Right? It's football. People come and people go. No player can stay with you forever. But I think with time, they will get their rhythm. That's not the problem, but they need it right now. They have Champions League games coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have a lot of competitions now. I don't think those competitions will wait for them, for their team to click. You understand what I'm saying? We want to see them click now. It's good for them, it's good for the team, it's good for them in all rounder. And if they struggle in Premier League like this, how will they face other clubs in Champions League who want to just win the prize? They are not here. Like in league, you can be a little bit relaxed, but in Champions League, you can't be relaxed, because you know every point counts. You have to get as much point as possible. You have to win games. It's not even about points. You have to win games. If possible, win all your games all to the top. So they will really struggle if they continue like this in Champions League. Talk about how weak their midfield is. We've talked about how disjointed their defense is this season, but I think we don't stress the fact that they've been shambles up front. They have not been clinical. This team used to be a team that, apart from Man City, they are always the second highest goal scorer. Sometimes, if not the highest goal scorer. So what happened? All of a sudden, they just stopped scoring goals. 23 shots on target. 23 shots. I mean, 8 shots on target, and you didn't manage to score one. You have 3 shots on the woodwork, but that doesn't count. If you hit the woodwork 10 times and your opponent score once, they are not going to give you any credit. You are not even going to get 1 point. If the ball does not enter the post, it doesn't count in football. So I don't know what they are going to do, but they have to be more clinical than this. It's not good enough. Even Darwin Núñez was there up front with Luis Diaz and Salah, and they still can't produce anything. So I feel like they are really struggling, like I said earlier. Everton did their best. I really love the way Everton played fearlessly, more especially in the second half. Tried a lot of shots. All thanks to Alisson too. He really made some amazing saves too today. Everton tried their best, but it wasn't just good enough to beat Liverpool. Let's talk about another team that is a top team in Premier League, but have been playing terribly this season. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Chelsea. Chelsea have their own problem is even kind of disturbing, because it's that to pinpoint that this was wrong with Chelsea. The first game they played this season, their defense looked solid. After that, you've seen them conceding goals after goals after goals after goals. They've conceded a lot of goals this season, I must say. And the defense, we have prolific defenders. Is it Thiago Silva you want to talk about? Is it Koulibaly? Is he Aspilicueta? Reece James, Cucurella, Ben Chilwell? The list go on and on. But they still find a way to concede goal. If you see the goal Antonio scored against them, if they were just one thing should be at the back of your defense mind: how this ball is going to get the fuck out of the box. They just want to kick the ball out or just like clear the ball away, but Chelsea were doing none of that. I don't know, they were just looking around, and Antonio just, the goal was scrapped in, it was just forced in, and they were just lucky to win this game. I feel like this is one of the games where you see a team play badly. They didn't deserve the win, but at the end of the day, they won. I think this is just one of those games. I didn't see a meaningful play from them, but they just have the resilience to pull, to overturn the lead and just win the game at the end of the day, which is very, very bad for West Ham, a team that is here to make a statement this season. As a team, they've not won any game this season, so it will be really, really hard for them. If they could just hold on for like about 40 to 30 minutes left in the game, they could have won the game, but they lose the game. To me, the referee was right to not count the goal. He was right to cancel the goal, and probably West Ham will be more careful with their attack next time, because that goal was really, really important. That 1 point could have gone a long way for them. So let's go to Aston Villa, Manchester City. I think Manchester City shocked everyone when I say they didn't score more than one goal in this match, because they were really at it. Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland play well today. I think they are driving force behind that team. But I think Manchester City has so much good, not even so much, very, very good at attack. Brilliant attacking team. You have almost all your players can score because they are very good except for the central backs. Even they do score sometimes. Your fullbacks are always like very, very offensive. You have like good midfielders who chip in with goals every now and then. You have forwards absolutely brilliant. They know how to score, all of that. But they are so good in attack and they are so fragile at the back at the moment because they concede cheap goals. If you watch Man City closely this season, they've conceded a lot of cheap goals. That being said, I feel like Kyle Walker is a weak link, although Rodri made a very bad mistake that they could have been punished for, but I think Addison was good to clear that on that occasion. But I feel like they are so fragile at the back because they attack too much and they just forget to defend. I think that's their problem. And let us all praise Enana. And I saw a comment like Enana have taken tap into another level. I mean, this guy can't stop scoring. He's brilliant. 10 goals this season already. I mean, he just have to be happy with himself. If you just poke the ball into the net, he's adapting to Premier League lifestyle very well. And trust me, this guy will be around for a very long time in the world of football as a whole. And let's go all the way down to Spain, where La Liga leaders won comfortably. The both of them had features, Barca against Sevilla and Real Madrid against Real Betis. Real Madrid spoiled Real Betis 100% record with goal from their two youngsters. Even if Benzema is not scoring at the moment, but their team can still do something, and that's what I love about this Real Madrid team. A lot of people can chip in with goals. Rodrigo and Vinicius scored brilliant goals to win this match. All the way to Barca, they had a brilliant game. Even if the home fans were like rally around against them. And I think in the first minute, we didn't know if Barca was going to win this game. A lot of defensive error, they were disjointed. But I think Xavi corrected that fast and they turned the game around. Lewandowski could have had easy hat-trick today again, but I felt like he was just trying to chip the keeper. I really wanted to score a chip goal so bad. He was just trying it over and over again, and it didn't work out for him. He scored a brilliant goal, by the way, all thanks to Koundé. And let's go all the way to France where PSG won comfortably, and Marcel too is proving strong this season, still unbeaten yet. Um, I feel everybody is not really concerned about games this week. I think everybody is more focused on Champions League coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be exciting. You know how Champions League can be. I hope you are watching out for your team, and I hope you are backing them in this Champions League campaign. So that will be all for now, guys. Ciao. Thanks for watching 22 podcast. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and like the video.